EFF, and we are humbled by the support we have received. And we also want to take this opportunity to thank our ground forces for the hard work they've put into the whole campaign. They were in it against a well-oiled machinery which spent 1 billion and the others more than 300 million. Yet our people just worked from a position of commitment to ensure that they deliver votes for the EFF. We're encouraged by those young women and men, including the elderly people, who have worked very hard to make the EFF to be a role player. I'm happy that the EFF has managed to increase its support base and increased its presence in the South African politics. We're speaking here today, the EFF exists in all corners of South Africa. We are happy that the EFF is the first organization to humble the ANC, the most arrogant organization which thought that it is entitled to leadership position in South Africa. And the EFF came in and humbled it to a point where the leadership of the ANC is running around like headless chickens. They do not know whether they are coming or going because of this 3-year-old organization. And if this organization can do that in 3 years' time, you can imagine what this organization is going to do for South Africans. And we are happy that the EFF has actually ensured that the ANC get less than 60% nationally, because the ANC receiving a majority of votes thought that they were doing something right. Now the whispering is too loud. The message is clear, the writing is on the wall, and 2019 is going to be a serious challenge for the ruling party. We hear that people are talking about coalitions in other municipalities, particularly in the metros. We want to put it on record that no one has approached us. And therefore we are unable to speak about coalition because we are not the party that received the majority anyway. I thought the people who must approach others are those who are leading in those metros, and not the small parties approaching the bigger parties, because that amounts to uncontrollable desire for power, something we do not suffer from. So after elections, I was at home with my grandmother. There was nothing I was doing, really, taking some rest, because the people are busy counting the elections. So we have not been busy engaging with anyone. We are not going to do that. We're not going to talk to anyone. We're not going to approach anyone. We will wait for those who are interested to approach us, and then we'll take the discussion from there. A point has been made very clearly by the leadership of the EFF that we are not prepared to speak to the ANC or engage in any form of coalition with the ANC. But you all know that we exist in a democratic country. We cannot close our ears when we are spoken to by anyone. So far, no one is talking to us. But we are celebrating. We have done very well, and we are happy the ANC has been punished. Throughout the campaign, I said we must punish the ANC. We must humble the ANC. The ANC is arrogant. And I've given myself a personal task to ensure that in my lifetime, I want to see the ANC out of power, so that those who come after the ANC should know that no one is entitled to position of power. They must know that there is no contract between politicians and the voter that says, till death do us apart. There's no such a contract. Here, our marriage depends on your ability to deliver. We want a government which is a blesser to the poor. If you are not a blesser to the poor as government, you are out. And the poor masses of our people have done exactly that. Congratulations, South Africa. We are hopeful. We are highly motivated. We are soldiering on. We are winning this battle. I've never seen them so humbled, even on TVs, even on their table here. You can see that the mood of 2014 and the mood of today are different. If we're in America, the Americans were going to be showing us the footages. You see, the problem here at home is that we are not that advanced with our journalists. Americans were going to be showing us the footages of 2014 and the footages of 2016. So I'm challenging you to show us the mood of 2014 and the footages of 2016 from a table of the ANC. Tables have turned. We warned them. Don't play against the Constitution. You will not win when you play against the Constitution. The Constitution of South Africa today is dancing because they undermined it. The people have been speaking and saying, don't do what you are doing. They were not listening. Now today I hear the similarities between the ANC and the EFF through ANC spokespersons and the SG. No, the EFF is a natural ally. How? Were you not thinking about that when you were beating us up in Parliament? You should have thought that this day will come. So, Adiba, yeah. Thank you.
Excellent. Let's thank you very much, Commander-in-Chief. I'm going to take the first round of questions. I'll start with Aldrin, and then 2, and then 3, Tehila, 4, Ranjeni, 5.
Yeah, others 6. You don't see there. Yeah.